Alright guys, I got a little mission for us all. Basically, I'm wanting to address a situation. A lot of parents, ever since the Sanjay Gupta special came out called Weed, a lot of parents got to see a little girl on there named Charlotte, and Charlotte has a condition called Dravet syndrome, and it's just crazy seizures all the time, all throughout the day. I mean, we've heard stories of up to 100 seizures a day, from small to full grandma. And what I'm seeing is that there's, since then, a lot of parents have been looking and asking. I've had a lot of women, especially mothers, asking around about how do I get this tincture, how do we do this, how do we find CBD rich strains. And they don't know anything about cannabis. They don't know about photoperiod, they don't know about lighting, they don't know about any of that stuff. This is mainly what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to start a movement within the cannabis breeding community and the cannabis growing community, and awareness and activism, all that stuff. And I want it to be called Autonomy, because it's something you do yourself. Here's the idea. Auto flowers are a lot easier to grow than photoperiod strains. They're just as easy as a normal plant is for a person that doesn't have much of a green thumb but understands you plant the seed, you water it, it grows. I know now Dutch Passion and short stuff seeds, they're both growing major, like super auto flowers. Dutch Passion had one in a DWC setup that yielded over 300 grams for one plant. So I want to start breeding high CBD auto flowers, because that's, I believe that's the future of people being able to treat themselves at home. People that don't have enough money, don't have enough knowledge, don't have the resources and expertise and training and all the information that you need in order to grow quality medicine. There's kind of a list of requirements I'm also going to put down as to what I'm wanting to see, you know, if I was to do this. I want to see high CBD auto flowers. I want to get them to be the fastest maturing, the highest yielding, at least 1 pound per square meter, square yard, or up to 3 plants yielding a pound for sure. It's got to be 6 feet or shorter. It needs to have super resinous chata flowers. That way we can get a higher percentage extract weight than, I don't know, whatever average extract weight is. I want it to be flavorful, so it can actually be eaten raw and not be like, that's nasty or tart or too much of anything. I want it to be minimal odor. Of course, we want to preserve the flavonoids and the terpenes, but the less odor, the better, because these people have family members, they have friends that, you know, they don't want necessarily to know what they're doing. And it's all for the health of their children, or for their own health, for the health of every other family member, so they might be using this to be their medicine, so they're taking care of the person and growing it for them. They got to be pest and disease resistant, which a lot of auto flowers already are. The thinner the stems and stalks, the better, just so that it's not so much trouble and hassle however they're going to process it, whenever they're trying to process it into medicine. I want them to have broad leaves. The broader the leaf, the more juice the leaf will produce. Also, I want it to be bred for high and low temperatures. So I know that there's Mexican auto flowers, and then I know there's Russian auto flowers. So there has to be an ability to be able to breed auto flowers to extreme high heats and extreme low colds or cool temperatures. So I'm going to go down the list one more time, because that's it. High CBD ratio auto flowers that grow in less than 90 days. That's what we want to see. I know that some of them go into 100 and 110, but if we can get it less than 90 days, that's awesome, because if somebody says they're given 6 months to live, 90 days to get it, 90 days to take it. It's got to be the highest yielding auto flower. It's just a waste of time. And it's got to yield at least up to a pound for every 3 plants or square meter / square yard, whatever. It's got to be shorter than 6 feet tall, because obviously, you know, you don't want everybody to be able to see it. It's got to be truly super resonant with a high CBD ratio. Let's see, I want it again to be flavorful, so people can literally put it in their mouth and eat it raw. The dry bud, the wet bud, the leaf, whatever. I want them to be able to pop it in there and eat it without having to, I don't know, mix it with a bunch of different foods so they can get the most concentrated form. Minimal odor, again, preserve flavonoids and terpenes. Pest and disease resistant, thin stems and stalks, broad leaves, and bred for extreme temperatures. If we can get auto flowers out there that match all of those criteria, that's really going to help people be able to grow their own medicine.